Once again, and it's February the 20th, I believe, of 2016. Welcome to Sci-Fi Month review number 20. This is the 1986, I believe, remake of a classic 50s movie that I grew up watching, so I don't hate the original. This is the David Cronenberg's version of The Fly. Yes, this is the special 2 disc special edition. It says The Fly is a true Cronenberg masterpiece. It is a good movie. Yes, I agree with that. And it's definitely different from the original. Like in the original, it was a guy with a fly that becomes a like part of a fly. He has fly hands and he has a head, but he doesn't fly. But in this version, what's his face? Jeff Goldblum's experiment slowly turns him into a fly, and his teeth come out, and his face gets messed up, and his hands start to get, like, lumpy, and his appetite gets higher. I mean, it's just a slow transformation. It's very, very atmospheric, and this what Fan Four Stick couldn't do. It had atmosphere because Cronenberg knows how to do that, and I like that it's different. I mean, I do appreciate the original because without it, we wouldn't have this. I think the love story here works with Goldblum and Gina Davis. I think they're really good together. It's definitely dark. It's not, it's definitely darker than the original. It's got gore, so do not show this to a kid. Show them the original instead, because there's gore in that, but not as much as this one. This one is definitely more violent. Um, it's definitely fast paced. It's only 95 minutes. It's not a long bore fest. It's not 2 hours long. And overall, it's a good sci-fi horror movie. It's definitely one of the better remakes. It's better than any remake that has come out in like the last 10 years, especially in horror. There's the 2 disc special edition. There's a pictures of Fly. I think there's a insert here that has pictures from it. I think I could show this. Look at that. That's the way the Fly looks. Looks really creepy. There's the actors. And the makeup effects and the special effects are really done well for this movie for 1986. For 40, I think this is 30 years ago. Yeah, this 2016. So 30 years ago this came out, and it still holds up. And these actors are still great. It's too bad that Goldblum is going to be in Independence Day 2. That movie is going to be horrible. I'd rather watch this and the sequel, which I'm going to talk about tomorrow, The Fly 2, because the sequel to the original was called Return of the Fly. And the commentary in this movie is really well done. Cronenberg is a great Canadian director. He definitely knows how to put atmosphere and get good actors, not models, to be in this film. The only film that he casted somebody stupid was Cosmopolis, which he got Robert Pattinson, but that's not about him. It's about The Fly. This is a good movie. If you want to see a remake that's actually good, that actually does something different from the original and doesn't copy it beat for beat, see this movie and then go watch the sequel, which came out in '89, which I think is very underrated. I don't think it's terrible, even though Cronenberg didn't direct that one. But the Fly remake is good. I do enjoy this film. I appreciate it for going in a different direction, a much darker movie than the original. Definitely less padding. It's not a flashback movie. It's basically the whole thing happens in one go, and it works. And the actors sell it. The effects are great. It's well directed, well written. There's some side characters I didn't really care for in the film, but that's not Cronenberg's fault. It's just there's basically padding, like the guy that Jeff Goldblum arm wrestles with, and that girl that he's about to make love to in front of Gina Davis, who sees him with that girl, and there's some padding, but other than that, I think the movie is very well done, and it's a good remake, and it deserves the high rating on IMDb. So that's the remake of The Fly. Excellent Cronenberg film. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, subscribing, and commenting. You guys are awesome. Thanks for making my videos, worth watching because, I don't want to be boring. The last thing I want to do on YouTube is bore people because, even though I have a ton of problems, I don't, it rubs off on me and I just continue doing these videos for you guys because you're worth it. And, talking on camera is not easy for some people, especially me when I was a kid. But since my life has been mostly in front of a camera, I'm used to it. So it's not a challenge. And I'm being honest with you guys. I have no script. This is all coming from my mouth, just whatever comes off the top of my head. And even though I flub lines sometimes, I do it for you guys because you're worth it. So that's Sci Fi Review number 20. And tomorrow it will be the Sci Fi Review number 221. The Fly 2, a underrated 80s sequel, which is really, really well done. So take care, guys. Later.